add lots of difficulty, and then you're like, the solution is to play softcore. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, it literally is, dude. No, it totally is, dude. Because the reality is you'll either do all the content, right? Let's say you do all the content. Well, then it wasn't difficult enough to warrant that decision, right? Think about it. If you can do all the content in hardcore, then you should have played hardcore, right? Correct? If you can do all the content, you should have done it in hardcore, right? But if you can't do the content in hardcore, like it's not doable, you cannot do it, then why would you play hardcore when you literally can't do that content? It's just not acceptable.
Am I reading this? Alright, here we go. Done. Thanks for watching, thanks for subs and
I have to say, I kind of want to play softcore for this one. Kind of dumb. You gotta build some defense. I mean, if Steel is doing it, I might do it. I'm not joking. I'm very, very tempted for this league. Oh no! I feel like this is not a bad league to do it because there's so much Uber content to limit test against.
A billion%. Talking about spell dodge suppression. Suppression is way better than dodge ever was and ever could be. It's super good. You ever use EHP info in POB? Not really. Only time I use EHP info in POB is when I'm comparing one build versus the exact same build. Like comparing Raider TR versus Raider TR, you could use this to compare changes to your tree overall to see how it changes differently. Using this to compare to literally any other build ever is entirely worthless and you should never do it. Because if you were to look at this number, and then you compare this to a champion slammer from a Ritual Gauntlet, that champion slammer had about 110k EHP with Molten Shell up. But that champion slammer was way fucking tankier. It wasn't even close. Because avoidance is not real defense. That's the thing. It's fake.
Oh, it was the god. Oh. I literally went back.
% chance for a map to contain an expedition, and they can be further augmented through investment in the appropriate Atlas passive skill tree. As we move new leagues to core,
you can still sell the rerolls.
Outdated, obsolete content. In this case, Expedition replaces Perandus. Details are in the patch notes.
What? What did he say? I've missed this.
While clicking on items is a critical part of playing an action.
Oh, Perandus is leaving?
There's a fine line before it becomes mature, and we're trying hard to make sure that clicks on items come with appropriate reward.
Shh.
Expedition
This is
artifacts
important.
being automatically picked up isn't the only improvement we're making to reduce unnecessary clicks in this expansion. In order to make sure that each stack of currency items is worth a click, we're trying out a system where currency items drop less frequently, but in larger stack sizes.
Oh,
For
he's
example,
doing the thing.
Scrolls of Wisdom in the late game might
He's
drop
doing the
1/5
thing.
of the time, but when they
Okay. Ooh, give me the expedition clusters. Yes, baby. You fat fuck, Nero. None needed. Sad dust ball. Line's been passed many years ago. Hit me. Good. Good. Good.
We'll link your shit. Here, you can see everything here. You get this, dude. This is what you get. Look. Are you excited? Oh my god. Look at them. Why is it bugged? It's like fully loaded, but it's bugged. Oh! Holy shit. It looks so bad.
Isn't the only improvement we're making to reduce unnecessary clicks in this expansion. In order to make sure that each stack of currency items is worth a click, we're trying out a system where currency items drop less frequently, but in larger stack sizes. For example, Scrolls of Wisdom in the late game might drop 1/10 of the time, but when they do, it'll be in stacks of 6 to 14. This means that the click that you will make will gain you a much more meaningful amount of currency at once. We have applied this to many different types of currency items, and the effect of the system gets larger as you get further into the game.
I like
In
it.
addition, we've had a look at instances
like
where
it.
item drops happen simultaneously, and we've made it so that items that can drop in stacks will automatically do so. This includes at the end of delves, incursions, rituals, blight encounters, breach zones, and the simulacrum. We have also applied this approach to many chests and areas like splinter drops throughout Path of Exile.
This is good. This is good.
Before we move on to our final announcement and live Q&A,
Yeah,
enabling niche
that's
stats
why patch
available
notes
on
are coming out
Masteries for your
today,
pick
because they want
Yeah.
people to mess around with it for a week without playing the game.
Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna be nuts. I can only
Path of
imagine
Exile Scourge
that like the
introduces a
PoE
whole
build guys
variety of
looking
new
at this and
skill
be like,
drops with
oh,
many
what the?
different classes. Two of them are new concepts.
They have to remake the whole thing.
Yeah,
These
but
ones are
here's the
designed to
thing.
immediately
They're
create entirely
responding
new
that way
builds that have a
because
lot
they're
of
giddy,
potential.
because that's what they want.
There's also a
probably,
utility skill
yeah,
to help
yeah.
characters stay alive. A variation on an existing skill gem.
That's
and
what they're
6 new
excited
gems
about.
designed
You
for
probably
party
love it,
play.
yeah.
Let's go through the new skills.
Oh, new skills. Here we go.
Energy Blade is a new skill that transforms your melee weapons into, well, energy blades.
It's a lightsaber.
A large portion of your energy shield is converted into the lightning damage that these blades deal. This opens up an entirely new melee energy shield
Whoa.
archetype, where you want to stack as much energy shield as possible to get the most powerful blades you can. Conveniently, the defenses rework in this expansion is very compatible with this plan.
I like that a lot.
Temporal Rift is a new utility skill that allows you to rewind your character's state by 4 seconds. After activating the skill, it starts storing your position, life, mana, and energy shield values every quarter second. When you use the skill again, you will rerun back to 4 seconds ago.
Okay.
The build shown here uses the Forbidden Rite skill introduced in the last expansion. This skill does a lot of damage, but also hurts the caster when used. Temporal Rift allows this player to snap, preferably from many different locations all over the passive skill tree. And that's how we came up with a passive masteries system. Outside of the class start locations, all passive skill clusters that have a notable passive in them now contain a passive mastery. When you allocate the first notable passive in each cluster, a mastery becomes available to allocate in that cluster. When you spend a passive skill point on the mastery, you can choose a specific stat to gain. This list is shared with all the clusters on the tree that have the same theme, so you can travel to any of them to get the stat you want. As you allocate a mastery stat is crossed off the list for that theme. This mastery system has essentially let us add hundreds of powerful new notable passives that you can access from all over the tree. In addition to the stats that we moved into masteries when consolidating power on the rest of the tree, we got to come up with a bunch of new interesting niche stuff to enable even more builds. We've
Physical
also
damage
rebalanced a few
converted to
keystone
fire.
passives, changed the locations of
That's
some,
cool
and
that you
added
can do like
6 new
conversion
keystones to the
easier
tree.
too.
Overall, Path of Exile's passive skill tree is now a lot more powerful, with concentrated power coming from core passives, and a selection of build-enabling niche stats available on map, including corrupted or awakened ones. It's only possible to find this unique item in specific content that we'll reveal later in the livestream.
Oh my
The new
god.
Mage Blood Belt is one of the most powerful unique items to ever exist in Path of Exile.
That's massive.
It permanently enables a number of your utility flasks, providing their benefits constantly with no work required on your part.
What?
This belt means that regardless of what your build is, you'll sustain your utility flasks during 100% of gameplay, even long boss fights.
What?
Mage Blood is in the core drop pool and is exceptionally rare.
That's the best belt in the
Early next
game.
year, we will release a huge overhaul of Path of Exile.
Fuck Headhunter.
World's Endgame in the 3.17 expansion.
That's the best belt in the game.
Meantime, though, our October
The new
Spirit
Headhunter, bro.
introduces a bunch of changes that speed up how quickly you can set up and progress through your Atlas. We're
Okay,
also
this is
introducing
massive.
more types of ultra-challenging endgame content for top players who want
When
to put
does
their
this come
best
out, by the
characters
way?
to the test.
The
In order to
24th?
substantially
No,
shorten
22nd.
the length
Okay.
of the Atlas grind, we've reduced the number of regions from 8 to 4. This
22nd.
implicitly reduces the number of watchstones required from 32 to 16.
Fuck.
We have also reduced the number of maps on the Atlas, so it's now approximately 100 plus the unique maps. We've rebalanced the bonuses.
We
for
might have a
completing
sponsor stream
conquest
that day.
so by the time your Atlas is fully unlocked, you receive a slightly higher level of benefit than you did before.
Ow.
Sim, só não chamo Xalxixa. Ah, não ia chamar mesmo.
Going.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got patch notes then. It's gonna be a long night for old lady. Enjoy, everybody. Oh, that's creepy. Looks like fucking Doom. Oh, tornado.
Hey guys, I'm Joseph. I created the algorithm, Gloomshot, that made the video that you're watching right now. I didn't do any of the video editing, compilation, or uploading by hand. I actually wrote some code that does all of it for me while I'm sleeping. This might seem like a pretty complex skill, but it's a lot simpler than you think. I'm completely self-taught and believe that if you can play video games, you can write your own automation code. If you're interested in learning this skill, I've created an online course that'll hold your hand through making a bunch of real-world projects, even if you've never coded before. Check it out in the description below.